Welcome back, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're all having a great week. Hope you enjoyed a long weekend. Those of you Americans out there enjoying that communist holiday called Labor Day. Look it up. Look up the origins of Labor Day. All you freedom-loving Americans. You're more communist than you realize. Social Security, yeah. While you're at it, look that one up too. Yeah, a little touch of communism isn't so bad, is it? Yeah, yeah. A little bit of freedom, a little bit of communism. Everybody gets along. That should be the name of a chapter in my biography. A little touch of communism. It's pretty cool. Yeah, add some flavor to it. Oh my God. I was writing 2 freaking videos today. Writing like the bullet points for it and all. And they're both so boring. And I'm like, God, this is not interesting at all. Nobody's going to want to watch this video. I do have a commitment, though. I have to make one. At least one of the 2. Yeah. I'll come back up here. There you go. Yeah, so you're going to get a new video. God, I hope it's this week. I've been doing 1 video a week lately, and that's not good. YouTube doesn't like that. YouTube's been crushing my videos in the recommended algorithm because I don't post every day like they want. And I'll never post every day, by the way. Never going to do that. But you should post probably 3 times a week minimum. And I've been doing once. I've been doing once a week. So I definitely have to become a little more productive on the YouTube side. Yeah. This summer's been bonkers, man. I've been so busy, but I can't be so busy that I don't make YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like, that's not good. I get distracted with a lot of things. Like Bob Hope movies. I don't know what's gotten into me, but I've been watching a lot of old movies. I think it's because all the new movies I just don't connect with anymore. And the last real movie that I enjoyed, man, well, since I've been watching a lot of old movies, I don't even know what the last one. I mean, the last one that I enjoyed was Road to Bali with Bob Hope. But that's like a 1930s movie. You guys don't even know what the hell that is. But what was the last modern movie I enjoyed? I'm sure there is one. Deus Machina, spelled douche machine, which is rather let down because it's not about either one of those 2 things. Deus Machina was very interesting. That movie came out about 3 years ago. I really enjoyed that one. I actually enjoyed the new Blade Runner that came out, I think, in 2020. The new one was Blade Runner 2049 or something like that. And the cinematography in that movie is outstanding. It's one of the most beautiful movies I've ever watched. So that one I really enjoyed. Oh, shit. Did they just shoot? Oh. We don't even know what this thing is, and it's shooting at us already. Yeah. So I've been watching, like, Bob Hope. What's the big John Wayne? I watched a John Wayne movie last night called In Harm's Way. It's a, what do you call it? It's a Navy movie about World War II. Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool movie.
Passing 800 feet. Con sonar lost contact.
But yeah, whenever it comes to modern movies, man, I just don't even like enjoy them anymore. I've got all the subscription services. I even have Shudder, which is a subscription service you probably never even heard of. But they have really cheesy horror flicks. And so, because I'm into cheeseball movies, you know, I have that subscription.
Come left to 024 Helm I.
Fortnite, yeah. Poor Drive Contact, yeah. Kaznak, thank you for the Prime sub. Naval News today? No. I was making Naval News. I was making one Naval News video and I was falling asleep. And I was like, fuck, all right. So I saved all the data. I didn't throw it away. And I put it in a folder on my desktop. And I started a whole new Naval News video, bullet points. Because you know me, I don't write scripts. I just use bullet points. So I'm like, doing that. Fell asleep. I was like, damn. I need to get more sleep at night. But the truth is It's just really, there's nothing really interesting going on. There's two things happening right now, and they're both boring as hell. So I don't know. Maybe I just need to wait a day and see what develops. Because here's the thing that really limits my channel. I don't talk about fictional shit on the Subbrief channel. I talk about things that really happen. In order for things to really happen, you have to give them time to develop and actually happen. You know, that's the difference.
Make turns for 2, 0.
Oh, Top Gun 2. There you go. Thank you. Top Gun 2. I did watch that movie and I did enjoy it. It was really good. Tom Cruise is a great actor. Some of the cinematography, the aerial shots was really good. It actually motivated me to redo how I do my DCS, which I'm still trying to figure out. So for those of you that watch Top Gun 2 movie, you know the cockpit cam, right? That looks back at the pilot's face. I'm trying to get DCS to fly where I look forward and see the screen normally with my head tracking software, and in the lower left-hand corner, lower right-hand corner, I've got a little webcam that shows me, you know, the camera looking back at me. But trying to get those two to display at the same time is not built into the code of the game. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. I really don't know how I'm going to do that.
Make turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering.
Yeah. I think that camera that they had in the cockpit of those airplanes is a really cool perspective. And I want to do that for the stream. And I've been working on that for like a week. And well, I worked on it for about a week before I realized I can't do that.
From Sierra 1.
The fuck? Whoa. Why are we not... The fuck?
Fire control. Weapon acquired.
Why can't I steer the weapon? What's going on here? Okay. Oh, my keypad. I've already forgotten how to play this video game. I was trying to steer the weapon, I was steering the boat.
Con sonar. Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
Anywho, so that's what's been going on with me. Disappointed in movies, I've been watching lots of old ones. And you know what? I'm glad I did, because a lot of the older movies are really funny. Bob Hope is a real character. A character actor, if you will. Some of his movies are kind of cringe and do not hold up. I gotta admit that. But there's enough good ones out there for me to enjoy it. My goodness, would you please see the kilo?
Fire control. Weapon acquired.
No, it's not. Good Lord, this weapon.
Con sonar.
There we go,
lost
got him.
contact. Sierra 1.
Anyhow.
8-4. Contact break.
So I recommend you do that. And the way I find these old movies is I go onto my Amazon Prime Video, part of the Amazon website, and there's a bunch of free movies there that they update every month. They take movies in, take movies out, so you got fresh movies every month, which is kind of nice. And all of them are pretty low budget. Maybe once in a while they get one good one in there. Like this month they're really promoting Lord of the Rings, because they have that new Lord of the Rings one out that's actually made by Amazon. That's an Amazon production. They're really pushing that one this month. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know if it's any good. After the Hobbit trilogy, I'm kind of off the Lord of the Rings. I was like, that was too long. The Hobbit, the book, is actually a children's book written back in the day, and it's really short compared to you know, the 3 trilogy original ones. And they stretched that one book, that one children's book. I'll say youth. It's not like a crayon book, you know, but it's like a young adult book. They stretched that into 3 movies, and they didn't need to do that. Yeah, it really, yeah, it's not good. Anyway, so yeah, I go into Amazon Prime Video, and you know, I search Bob Hope or John Wayne or whatever actor you want to search, and it usually comes up with their videos. And a bunch of them are already free that you can just watch. And so I've just been going down all the free ones. And if you have to buy one, if you want to buy it, it's usually like $10, or you can rent it for like $4, you know, if you don't want to keep it. Anyhow. Pierre, Thank you for the 10-month resub, man. Hostile Waters, yeah. Why did that torpedo ignore me? Because I'm a goddamn god in this game, okay? That's why it ignored me. It knew better. You guys haven't figured that out yet? I am just that good.
Make turns for 3 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Oh, and thanks for the resub. There, I appreciate that. I missed that part. I read your message. I didn't read the sub. Yeah. We just got to get outside 15,000 yards. There's going to be somebody on YouTube that watches this and be like, he's cheating. I'm just highly trained, okay? Calm down. You want me on your team. And I am for lease, by the way. Yeah. I'm available. It's on Netflix? Which one's on Netflix? Hunt for Red October? Oh yeah, Hunt for Red October is good. It's not a documentary like Down Periscope is, but it's a fun watch. I got a lot of Hunt for Red October vibes from my last YouTube video where we talked about the Yasin, also known as the Severnensk, coming into the Mediterranean and being chased by the American Navy. Yeah. That was like real life drama right there. That was pretty cool. And I think that's what set the bar. That's why today's naval news was so dull. I was like, I can't compare it to last video. We were hunting freaking submarines like the Cold War back in the day. Yeah. Today's naval news was like, Iran's got a new ship. It's not very good. Better than the LCS. That was literally my go-to. That was my takeaway. Was that Iran's new ship is the LCS, but with weapons on it. That was it. And it just got boring. And then they named it after some guy that we drone killed. And so I was like, maybe I take that angle, be like, let's talk about him. And I was like, that guy that we drone killed a bunch of American servicemen, so I'm not going to talk about him. He doesn't get a voice on my channel. Yeah. So I couldn't take that angle. This under contact bearing 284. Let's go. I don't care where they're at.
Con sonar, new contact bearing. Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Whoa. Careful there. Okay, we're fine. Almost hit the wrong button. Soldier of fortune for hire. As long as there's no cardio involved, I'm okay. I'm available. I'll sit at your desk and play your Cold Wars video game for you and give you all the points. Could you imagine if this was a massive multiplayer game where we had in-game currency? I could be a millionaire. I'd be selling all the in-game gold for real money. I'd start a real money exchange. Yeah. Somali pirates can beat them. You know what? The ship that they built would probably be okay against Somali pirates. Because if you think of it, the Somali pirates, they're literally guys in fishing boats with AK-47s and the occasional RPG. Yeah. I thought about rating ships going forward on my naval news by 1 to 5 harpoons. And the 1 to 5 would be how many harpoons it takes to kill them. I thought that would be kind of funny. But these are all the things I think of whenever I'm like in the shower and stuff. You know, I'm like, how can we make my YouTube stream a little more interesting? My YouTube channel, you know, this is like the new Iranian ship is definitely a 1 harpoon. It's a 1 harpoon ship. Yeah. Come on, sonar, tell us who this dude is. All right, maybe we'll help him out a little bit. We think it's a sub, so let's start there. Is it a? Hey, at least it's not an alpha. It's one of the Victors. Yeah, it's the Victor 2.
500 feet.
Okay. We'll help out sonar. DCS harpoons, 10 of them. Oh yeah, that's true. DCS harpoons would be like 10. Yeah. I really wish DCS would put more into the naval assets, but you know what? Even if they did that, I couldn't go back to it. I'm just so over DCS right now. I need a break from it. I took the whole month of August off of DCS, and I'm feeling like maybe we just take the whole month of September as well, you know. And it's a shame because they have new maps and stuff, and that used to excite me, and it just doesn't. I don't know what's going on. I am not interested in DCS at all right now. And that's a real change for me because I used to be really into it. Maybe I'll get back into it again in the future. I can be like that. Ask anybody that's known me for a while. I'll get hot into a video game for a few months, 3 years in the case of Cold Waters, and then I'll be like, time for something different, you know? And that's kind of what I'm going through with DCS right now. It's not a big deal. Like I said, eventually I'll probably end up going back to it. Let's take a look at the tactical picture. All right, so we have 1 submarine contact, probably a Victor 2, very close. We're going to turn into him and get into his baffles and shoot him with 1 Mark 48 torpedo. Active homing. DCS comes and goes. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's perfectly normal. I mean, I'm sure some people are like that too. And maybe not with DCS, but with other games, you know. If you do one thing over and over again that you enjoy, that can become obsessive. So, there's nothing wrong with that. Just be aware of that, you know. Yeah, I you know, was there, okay, there's no NDA on this. I was supplied a preview code for Company of Heroes 3. I played it for 10 seconds before I turned it off. It's not good. I'm sorry that you're looking forward to it because you're about to be disappointed. I'm trying to let you down easy here, bro. Yeah, you're going to be so upset when that comes out. Don't play it on a laptop. You better have a damn mouse keyboard. Unless you have mouse keyboard for your laptop, then I don't know what you're doing with your life. Yeah. I literally gave that, okay, maybe I gave it 15 seconds. It was less than 1 minute. And I was like, this is shit. This is bad. And, you know, I was going to be compensated for talking about it. And I told him that'd be best if I did not talk about it. Because I wasn't going to be dishonest. For what it's worth, I uninstalled it and gave them their key back. But once the key's burned, the key's burned. There's no undoing that. Because it's like a Steam key they give you. Yeah. You got a gaming laptop. Okay, god damn it. You'll see what I mean. It's not about the speed of your computer. It's about the keyboard. You need 104 fucking keyboard to play that game. Now, some people have full keyboards on their laptops, and you might have a gaming laptop that has a full keyboard. So, yeah. You'll see. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Spend your money. Keep your receipt, though. Your laptop is getting pretty old. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that game will run on any laptop. You could probably run it on a Nintendo Game Boy. It's not that complicated. That's not the problem with the game. Okay, you got a full keyboard? Yeah, I was thinking as I said that, I was thinking modern laptops probably do have a full keyboard with the arrow keys and all that stuff. So, yeah, you're probably fine on a laptop. Are we in his baffles yet? Yeah.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering eye.
You respect minus opinion? Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Making turns for
I don't want to say anything more than that because I don't want to shape anybody else's opinion. You guys make up your own damn mind. You know, apparently it must be pretty popular because they made 3 of them Company of Heroes games. So there's that. So that's some positive news. Hey, we're on his baffles. Okay, now that we're in his baffles, let's get on a regular evasion course.
come right to.
Bam.
3, 1, helm
Let's
aye.
go ahead and speed up to a head. Flank,
Make
no.
turn. Make turns for
Head full,
1,
not flank.
5 knots. Maneuvering eye.
He's not maneuvering, is he? Okay, good. We're probably going to lose this wire, but that's okay. We want the enable point to be 3,000 yards. Are we steady on course yet? Nope.
Con, helm.
Now we're steady on course. All right, let's go and shoot this knucklehead.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
Surprised we kept the cable. Okay, that's a bonus. Let's see, Command and Conquer Generals. Yeah, they did a bundle where they had redone the graphics on the Command and Conquer series. Electronic Arts published that a couple of years ago, and I bought it, and it was okay, but I found that going back to those old RTS games, for me, it's probably best to not go back to that. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is interesting. Do we still have the wire? We do. Let's go ahead and do this. Damn it. Okay. Hopefully we keep this wire.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing, 2.
It was the good one? Okay. Yeah, I don't remember Generals. I know I have all the games because I bought the bundle, but I don't remember that one. No. But you guys know me. I'm not a big RTS person, which probably shapes my opinion of Company of Heroes, right? So, like, I blame the marketing team for asking me to look at the game. They should have did their own homework and looked at my history with RTS games, because it's not good. It's not good at all. But you guys like Company of Heroes? Okay. Hey, whenever it comes out, I want you guys to tell me what you think of it. What does a person who likes that series think of the game? And what is it about the new one that's so good? Because maybe I just missed it. Let's get this decoy ready.
Con sonar, Sierra 1 is cavitating.
Yeah, cavitating panic. What's our torpedo doing? Doing circles. I'm gonna turn our torpedo away from us, I think. No, I'm not, because I'm an idiot. That's okay. Sleep all night and work all day. Here we go. I'm still struggling with the key commands. I didn't realize it had been so long since I played this game. And yeah, okay, cool. He's locked back on. We can, there it is. We can watch the torpedo. It's going up. It's going to hit him into... Oh, he's turning around. Let's see what happens. Dawn of War. I did enjoy Dawn of War 1. The second one I didn't enjoy as much, and the third one was like a completely different game. Yeah. Is Cold Waters a real-time strategy? No. This is a tactical game.
Noisemaker, bearing, 2,
yeah.
2, 6.
Real-time strategy is usually operational level. This is tactical level. He's running circles around our freaking torpedo. He's got some good torpedo beats going on. Yeah, I really did enjoy Dawn of War. Jesus the Bearcat.
Weapon countermeasure homing.
I don't think Jesus was into furry stuff, man. I don't know. Hey, we're drawing penises.
Sonar, noisemaker, bearing, 2, 3, 1.
All right, let's get back into it. Apparently our torpedo is a little special.
Weapon acquired.
He needs a little help, so we're going to help him out here. There we go. This one should hit. Let's see if it does. Thumbnail.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1. Last
Okay.
bearing 2.
Mark the time.
8. Contact breaking up.
26 minutes, 30 seconds. Got it. You guys can look forward to seeing my happy face on that thumbnail. Let's get out of here. I love this game. It's so fun.
282, helm I.
Yeah, I don't play with mods. Nope. The mods have gotten out of control. So God bless them. I'm a simple man. Hi, Chris. Welcome to my channel.
Con, helm, steady course.
It's good times. So later on, we're going to play some World of Warships. They have a whole new operation going on, which is pretty interesting. And I got a surprise for y'all. Once we get to that point. We're not there yet. No F1 Manager today? You know, I was surprised. F1 Manager is not as popular as I thought it would be. Like, I really enjoy that game, but you guys apparently don't like it very much. So, I get it. It's niche. It's not for everybody. It's like Company of Heroes. You know, people who like it really, really like it. Yeah. Sailor Man, you liked it? All right, Sailor Man, we'll play it for you, buddy. You gotta like and subscribe to the YouTube video, though, okay? Yeah, I really enjoyed the F1 Managers. I mean, I thought maybe one stream could be one whole race, because a whole race, if you don't fast forward through it, is about 90 minutes. So you do a little before, and then you do a little after, because you have the technical side of the game, and it's a 2-hour stream. That's pretty nice. And then if you throw a little cold waters in there, you get a 4-hour stream. Yeah. It's good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, the, how many views did it get? It wasn't, let me double check. Maybe it's changed, because I haven't checked it recently. But if I go to onlysubs, my other YouTube channel, which we're going to do right now, what we're doing is we're getting outside 15,000 yards of that torpedo, by the way, if you're wondering what's going on in the game. We got to switch account to my onlysubs channel is really growing. We're actually getting a lot of new subscribers over there, which is kind of cool. You know, didn't expect that. I kind of did, but it's nice to see it actually happen. You know, I expect a lot of things that don't happen. Where's my free money at? That didn't happen. All right, let's see what kind of views we got. Oh, it's the most recent one. Yeah, it's 10 out of 10. So out of the last 10 videos that I published, it is the least popular. Yeah. So you guys that like it, you need to contact your friends and family and be like, go subscribe to this, watch this video. What's the views? Oh my God. Yeah, no, we're not playing F1 Manager anymore. Fuck that. Yeah, the view, it's less than 1,000 views. Nope. Not doing it. Waste of my time. I mean, I'm still going to play it. I'm just not going to put it on YouTube. You know? Wow, we had back-to-back sub encounters. What? All right, this one bears 115. We have a surface duct, moderate thermal layer at 175 feet. We're right above the thermal layer at 100 feet. Oh, no, 50 feet. Our heading is 100. So he is right in front of us. Oh, Jesus. All right, let's stay at 25,000 yards. And immediately go to ultra quiet. Okay. And submarine. Let's see which one it is. Could be the Oscar? No. It's close, though. Could be a Charlie. Okay, it's probably one of the Victors. That's very close. There we go. It's a Victor 3.
Con sonar, Sierra 1.
Okay,
Classified as submerged submarine.
so we want to come down to 150 feet. Boink, boink. There we go.
150 feet, dive high.
You think my YouTube watchers don't know their Amazon Prime membership can add Twitch? Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Use your Amazon Prime for a free subscription to my channel. I'd rather people do a regular subscription, because then it auto renews. You don't have to worry about it. That's, oh my God, I am so bad. Is John here? I have to manually resubscribe to John's stream, and I haven't done it yet. And he's probably like, why doesn't Aaron subscribe anymore? I do subscribe. I just have to manually click the damn thing. I'm gonna switch it this month to like auto renew, John. Don't you worry. Damn it. It's not emulated. What's not emulated? You'd think the Russians have run out of submarines by now. I asked the developer that, and that was like a long time ago, like 2019 or something. Because after Cold Waters got big on my YouTube channel, me and the developers, at least two of the three guys, we started talking to each other on social media, DMs and stuff like that. And they're really cool. I really like those guys. And I asked them about that, and they're like, no, it picks from a pool, a table, I think it's called, in computer programming world. And it, in this case, from that table of submarines, it picked Victor 3. So it's probably way more complicated than that, but that's as I understand it, which is a caveman level of understanding programming. All right, we're at 150 feet. Can I speed up? I kind of want to get off the... Do you see how the Victor 3 is coming at us? I'm trying to get out of the way so he doesn't hear us. So I was thinking if I go faster, I can get out of the way further. But he's already so close that if I speed up, that may give us away. And then we're in a world of hurt. Because we're in the same depth stratum. The supply chain constraint? Yeah. We estimate, when I say we, the Department of Defense estimates that Russia's down to 50 hypersonic missiles because it can't build anymore. Yeah. So every one that they test fire in a war game or for testing is just one less in their inventory that they are not replacing right now. There's been reports on Twitter with photos that people in Russia are hawking their washing machines and dryers. So the electronic parts in there, because they're so valuable in Russia now. Oh shit. This is bad. Okay, hold on a second. He's literally coming right at us. Oh man. This is going to be a gunfight. Is he turning? He is. I'll stop. Stop. Okay. He's turning away from us. We're just going to make like a hole in the water here. Anyway, yeah, like they're selling all their electronic appliances because the chips inside them are being recycled into military, whatever gear. Certainly not hypersonic missiles. I don't think your washing machine PCB can power a hypersonic missile. Maybe it can. I don't know. Russian engineering is kind of off the chain, But yeah, that's a very popular thing happening right now because people in Russia are beginning to feel the inflation and stuff. It's not as bad as we thought it was going to be. But the value of anything electronic right now in Russia is very high. And so if you need some extra money, you look around your garage, maybe that old transistor radio from the 70s might have something valuable in it, If I had more sources or more information on that, I could make a YouTube video out of that, and that would be interesting. But I only have like a couple Twitter photos and a Twitter post, so. Chronicles of a Disaster. What's that? Is that a book? Sounds like a book. I don't have any Daewoo appliances. That sounds... Is that Chinese or is that Korean? What's Daewoo? What country is that made in? Can they just buy from China? See, that's the thing. China... and I did not know this. I honestly did not know this before like a year ago, whenever all this started to kick off. Because we were talking about the invasion of Ukraine on my Discord... Christmas time, maybe? Yeah. We were like, it's gonna happen. And I was posting photos. I was like, look at all these tanks and BMPs stacked up in these huge depots right over the border. I was like, they're going to war. It's right there. It was like that for months. And they kept postponing. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Daewoo. Okay. No. Oh, yeah. So China's chips, what I did not know, and I learned recently, China does not make very high-tech chips on mainland China. They make like stuff that goes in your toaster and your coffee machine. Yeah. Maybe your calculator if you have one of those. Speaking of which. Okay. And then, but if you want something that goes in like your car, let's say you have a Tesla or really any car, because there's electronics in all the cars now. That's made in like Korea, Japan. And then if you want something really high tech that goes in your weapon systems, actually a lot of weapon systems are not high tech. I should back that up a little bit. But anyway, the most high-tech chips are made in countries like Germany, the United States, and the majority in Taiwan. Taiwan makes really high-tech chips. We're actually increasing our chip production here in the United States, which is really good to see. Because if stuff goes down with Taiwan, we want to have some manufacturing capability here. Because right now, I don't even know if we have any. If we do, it's not much. But the government came in about a month ago with this like billion-dollar deal, multi-billion-dollar deal, to subsidize chip manufacturing here in the United States. That was part of why Nancy Pelosi's trip to Taiwan happened. That was related to that bill being passed. So yeah, I get it. We shouldn't be using taxpayer dollars to fund private companies, but we did it with a Pfizer vaccine, and now we're doing it with chips because it is a national security risk. That was the justification of it. We need to be able to build those chips at home. And to incentivize companies to do it, they need government handouts. That's just the way it is, man. Yep. Daewoo's Korea. Thank you. I thought it was. Oh, so going back to systems. So like the Javelin missile and those older systems, they don't use really high-tech chips, surprisingly. And the reason why that surprised me was that the development process for those weapon systems are so long that by the time they get produced, it's like a second or third generation old chip technology and PCB technology that are in those weapon systems. So even though it's the latest and greatest weapon, it's been in development for a decade. The technology is a decade old with maybe some modifications to it to keep it up to date. Yeah. So you don't always need the very top of the line chip. You certainly need the top of the line chip to start development on the next generation, because that's what that is. But apparently Russia can't build. Hey, we're in his baffles. Excellent. Let's maneuver this bad boy. Let's go to 10 knots. And check this out. We're about to shoot a motherfucker. 6,000 yards. Once we're steady on course, we're going to shoot him. Most weapon CPUs, especially ARM chips, are really simple. Yes, that's what I learned, Numi. And I did not expect that. You think military, top of the line, and whenever it comes to research and development, it absolutely is. But weapon systems that are in the field are already a generation or two old. Yeah, and it makes sense if you think about it. Okay, we're going to shoot. Hey! Launch transient. That means we got to go. It's time to go. Yep, time to go. Any tips on surviving the Utiloi? Range is your friend with the Utiloi. You want to shoot the Utiloi with... Oh, full rudder. You want to shoot the Utiloi with 2 ad caps or Mark 48s, greater than 10,000 yards. Stay away from 5-yard ranges. 5, 10, and 15 are its kill zones. So do not be 5, 10, or 15,000 yards away from the Utiloi when he shoots, because that's where the torpedoes land in this video game. Shit. Kind of like that. That was really dumb.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 2, bearing 056.
I'm sitting here telling you not to do what I just did. It's a little embarrassing.
Passing 900 feet. Passing 1,000 feet.
Con sonar.
Passing 1,100 feet.
A little embarrassing.
Con, knuckle formed.
He's adorable.
Sonar. Torpedo in the water.
Another one.
Torpedo in the water.
Oh, shit.
Bearing 259.
Ooh.
Passing 1,100 feet. Passing 1,000 feet. Passing 900 feet.
Don't potato. Yeah.
Passing 800 feet.
Yeah, this can end up being an absolute fail, for sure.
100 feet.
It'd be pretty funny if it was.
Sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water.
Come on, bro. Leave me alone.
6, 3.
Passing 400 feet. Passing 300 feet. Passing 200 feet.
Yeah, so I'm definitely making a YouTube video probably tomorrow. I hear another one. Oh my god.
Switching to active search.
Let's turn that off.
Con sonar. Switching to passive search.
That was close.
Con, knuckle formed. Passing 200
How we
feet.
doing? We're doing good. Steady as she goes.
Passing 300 feet. Passing 400
I
feet.
think my audio is reversed.
Pass-
Con sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 032.
Passing 700 feet. Passing 800 feet. Passing 900 feet.
Okay.
Passing 1,000 feet.
Leave me alone. I did nothing to you. Why you so mean to me? Bum, 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 bum.
Con, knuckle formed.
sonar, noisemaker bearing 117.
Victor 3's dead.
Con, knuckle formed. Passing 1,000 feet. Passing 900 feet.
900 feet for the win.
Passing 800 feet.
It's kind of nice that they both turn the same direction.
Passing
That
700
made our
feet.
life a little bit easier.
Passing 600 feet.
600 feet.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Oh no.
Passing 400 feet. Passing 300 feet.
200 feet.
Passing 200 feet.
100 feet. Approach imminent. Get out of here. Hey, Liquid, how's it going? I like your little animated emoji. That's kind of cool. Da, da. Do a barrel roll? That would be good. Yeah, yeah. They just want hugs. Yeah, I know, right? Did you just go active to impress the senior officer? You're not allowed to talk about that story anymore. Actually, I don't know. Is that one still up? That one might still be on YouTube. Oh my God. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. How am I doing this morning? I'm doing great, dude. We were just talking about why I haven't posted a YouTube video today, because normally we're supposed to do like 2 or 3 a week, and I've been doing 1 a week. And so I was just explaining to everybody that there's 2 naval events happening right now that are minorly interesting, but they're in progress. And because I don't write about fictional stuff that you can either read the book on, whether it's a video game or whatever, like other YouTube channels, I have to wait for the event to actually unfold, which takes time. Like the last video I did, which I think was one of the most interesting videos ever posted on YouTube on my Sub-Brief channel, was how we hunted down the Severnetsk at NATO, when I say we, and found her in the Med, localized her, because that's all you can do with a submarine is localize it, unlike what they show you in the movies. But that was like a week and a half. That was like a 10-day event. So I had to wait 10 days for that to unfold before I could make that video. That's kind of the position I'm in now. There's a war game going on right now called Vostok. Vostok 22. And the big takeaway from Vostok 22 is it's a 4-year war game. Happens every 4 years. And so the last time it happened was 2018. In 2018, they had 300,000 personnel involved, whether it was sailors, Marine Corps, civilian personnel supporting on supply ships, which I think those are actually military personnel on the Russian Navy, but whatever. Well, this year they were like, well, we're going to do 50,000 because, which is still a lot of people, right? Because they have the war in Ukraine and all the people are supporting that. Obviously, they can't be supporting the war game as much. And that's reasonable. But it's also a significant reduction in that Russia is limited to 1 war at a time, even though it's doing 2 if you want to count Syria, but 1 theater. We'll put Syria and Ukraine in the same theater, okay? Russia's limited to 1 theater of war at a time, making her Northern Fleet and her Pacific Fleet very vulnerable to attack, if that were to happen. Then the war game starts, and this was the angle I was taking on it. We're struggling to find 15,000 people involved in the operation from the Russian side. And we're talking about Marines, sailors, staff officers, anybody that's possibly involved. So they went from 300,000 participants in 2018 to approximately, if we round up, 15,000. They simply can't support 2 operations in 2 theaters. They just don't have the personnel or the supply chain. And that just shows you how critical logistics is to modern warfare. It's always been important, but it's so critical now.
Main con sonar, no longer cavitating.
All right, so we got CR2 over there. We're going to figure out who it is. And then a couple other angles I was going to take on that story was China got involved. China was invited, and they showed up with like 3 or 4 ships.
Passing 300 feet.
And then the other interesting point, and these are like individual like slides, PowerPoint slides. Like slide number 3 was going to be, here's a list of observers. in order to inflate their numbers, they invited 13 other nations to send staff officers to come watch the war game. And so I have that list of countries. And there's a few names on there that's a little shocking. But then I don't want to sit here and talk crap about a country. That's not interesting to anybody, and I don't want to do it. Unless it's Russia. Fuck those guys. Yeah. Or China. But the countries on that 13 list are just like, not third world, but they're not even in the game. You know, they're only there to make the game look bigger than it actually is. All right. Yeah, this is White Bat Audio. For those of you asking about the music. Pretty cool album. They publish royalty free and what's the other word? Copyright free, which those are different things that are very important to any streamer music. But whenever I have to credit them by name, which I just did, and then if I put them in the YouTube video, I gotta credit them there too. Really good stuff. Let me read stuff. How do you like the Bond movie? I haven't watched a Bond movie in ages. I do like the new Bond, Craig Ferguson. I don't know. It's Daniel Craig. Daniel. I like him as James Bond. I think he's very athletic for especially his age. Very athletic. But honestly, my favorite one, and you guys are going to hate me for this, and I'll take it. I'll take the hate. I love Roger Moore. Maybe more than Sean Connery, because Roger Moore was campy and was fun. And in the end got the girl, and when he needed to be really good with that gadget, he was really good with that gadget. But the rest of that movie was almost schlock. Which is another chapter in my biography, almost schlock. Yeah, and I really enjoyed Roger Moore. Being silly in those roles with absolutely ludicrous gadgets from the Q division. Those were just fun. And it's like movies aren't allowed to have fun anymore, it seems. That's why, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I love going back and watching old movies, man. It's good times. Yeah. Roger Moore, best sassy. I got somebody else on Team Roger. Yeah. Roger Moore is really good. Now, Sean Connery's a classic, and I might even be on record as saying he's my favorite, because for me, he was the original. I realized there was it Peter Sellers or somebody played Bond in like a made-for-TV film or something? There's an exception to Sean Connery not being the original. But other than that one exception, he was the original to me. And he was the daring, suave, you know, the Bond villain we all know and love. Or Bond villain, James Bond we all know and love. But Roger Moore was fun. He took that franchise in a different direction. Yeah. Pierce Bronson? Pierce Bronson was popular with my family because my family watched him in the 80s. He had a TV show here in the United States where he played kind of like a secret agent undercover as like a lawyer or something else. I don't know. He had like a daytime job, and then like Batman had a nighttime job as a secret agent. And everyone believed that he took that TV role as an audition to become the next James Bond after Roger Moore, which, by the way, he did not get. It was somebody else. Who was between... Was it Pierce Bronson? Who are we talking about? We are talking about Pierce Bronson. So who's between Pierce Bronson and Roger Moore? I think there was another guy in there. Timothy Dalton. That's who it was. So when Timothy Dalton did not work out, Pierce Bronson finally got his shot.
086.
Does anyone remember the TV show? Because I don't. Pierce Bronson was on a TV show here in the United States, late night television, and he played a. I think it was a spy. Yeah. Maybe somebody can Google or wiki it. I'm sure it's in his IMDb, because that TV show was on for years. Maybe we should. Do we have Sierra 2 as a contact? We do. Let's classify this guy real quick. Yep. Hey, we got some torpedo beats in today. You guys don't get to see too much of that anymore. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Evading torpedoes. Oh no, it's an alpha. I really.
Sierra 2 is classified
Alphas are so difficult. Just because they're so fast, you know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, we need to go. How did he? Oh, he shot on our shot. That's why. What's our depth? 500 feet. We don't have a wire, so. Oh, Jesus. He was a private eye. Remington Steele. That's what I'm thinking of. Thank you. So it was a private eye, not a spy. Okay.
Sonar, no longer cavitating.
I remember the show was on so late at night that I was usually like in bed before it came on because I was just a teenager. Yeah. GoldenEye was excellent. I think I watched that one. Oh, the video game. Yeah. The video game was very popular. We played a lot of that on board the submarine. Yeah. GoldenEye. GoldenEye came out when I was on the SSBN, and the ballistic missile submarines have enough room in the missile compartment to have additional office space. One of those spaces is called Crew's Lounge, which is unheard of in American nuclear submarines, except for the Ohio class. Maybe the New Columbia will have one too, because it's a ballistic missile submarine. But because there was space, they gave the crew, it was like between two missile tubes, this space where we could set up a Nintendo. We had a Dreamcast for a little while. We had a PlayStation. Anyway, and we played we played the game GoldenEye. All right, so there's the Alpha. He's going away from us. That means we're in his baffles. Did we evade that torpedo? We did. So we're going to slow back down and re-engage the Alpha.
5 knot. Maneuvering up.
Only because he turned away from us, and we can get a shot off without him detecting it. Playing GoldenEye as Odd Job was cheating because his hitbox was bad. Wow. Oh man, if only I knew that back then. I could have the advantage. Yeah. Wasn't Odd Job one of the larger characters? Physically?
Shoot Tube 1. Aye, sir.
Tube 1, alright. I can't let the Alpha get over the horizon. He's already really fast. So we're going to send this. Matter of fact, we're going to do this. We're going to enable the weapon, and then... Because once the weapon enables, it speeds up a little bit. So
Sonar, new contact bearing 105.
that's the Alpha.
Maneuvering, making turns forward.
I'm pretty sure it's the Alpha. Oh no, it's CR3. What? All right, let's see who CR3 is real quick. Da-da. And there we go, Victor. It's a Victor 3.
Con sonar.
Man, they're throwing everybody at us here. We got 2 Victor 3s and an Alpha. This is a real fight for a 688. Yeah. What do you think about Poseidon as a first strike weapon? Oh, it certainly could be used as a first strike weapon. You know what's funny about the Poseidon is that if they did not salt the warhead, it could be set off as a natural disaster, and it wouldn't even look like an attack. Yeah, I don't want to give Russia any freaking ideas, but if you detonate the Poseidon at full strength in like the middle of the Indian Ocean, the tsunami is going to devastate India, all those island nations. Yep. Obviously, what would give it away is if that tsunami is contaminated with cobalt-60, it'll be pretty damn obvious that it was an attack, and it would be a global disaster too. Oh my God, it'd be a nightmare, because cobalt-60 will it'll contaminate whatever it touches for hundreds of years, maybe thousands, but I'll say at least hundreds of years. Yeah, like you won't be growing anything, you won't be living there, you won't. Yeah, those shorelines will be done. They'll be barren, and whatever wildlife gets on them will become contaminated, and who knows what they turn into. Yeah, it's like horror movie stuff. So yeah, my point is you could use that weapon as a first strike weapon, really at any time. Every weapon is a first strike weapon in my opinion, you know. Is it a world ender? No, it's not big enough to be a world ender, but it's certainly not good. Yeah. It's like a theater ender. Like, it'll end a lot of the coastline on whatever coast it's detonated off of. Let's say it's detonated off the coast of, the Pacific United States. From Seattle to San Diego is toast in terms of being contaminated if they do that. Because the wave of radioactive water is going to wash up on all those shores. That's how big that explosion is, if it is as big as they say it is. There's a lot of controversy about that. Yeah. It's funny, I've made 2 videos on that. No, I've made 3 actually. I've made 3 videos on the Poseidon nuclear weapon, my first two videos that were done in short order, like a month apart, years ago, I said the warhead was 100 megatons nuclear, which is huge. People don't understand how big that is. It's freaking enormous. Much bigger than anything we've ever tested. You know, much bigger. On an order of magnitude larger. Just to give you an idea, I can't describe it to you. It's how big it is. And then people jumped on me. They're like, it's not that big. It's 2 megatons. So the third video I made recently, like this summer, maybe it was the spring. Anyway, this year I made one on the Poseidon, kind of updating it. And I said, hey, it's only 2 megatons. Everyone was like, no, it's 100 megatons. Can't you read right there? It says 100 megatons. So the truth is, no matter what you put out on YouTube, there's going to be a loud minority of people that don't know what the hell they're talking about. That's just going to argue with you. Yeah, that's what I learned. I've done that on more than one topic, by the way. It's up to you to find out which one. I've contradicted myself on the same ship on 2 different videos. Find it. I do that just to see what the comments do.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 1.
Big brain. I got big brain games going on over here with YouTube. I'm fucking with you guys. Oh, man. So newer weapons limit long-term. Yeah, that's true. Yep. The problem with the Poseidon is that it's designed to not do that. Yeah. Do I think the original RDS 220 plan's aimed? Oh, I don't know. Possibly. I wish I did know. That'd be awesome if I did, but I don't know that answer. Largest nuke ever tested was Tsar bomb. Yeah, 50 megatons. Yeah. That was still pretty freaking big. I mean, my God. I've seen video of that because they had, you know, of course they documented it when they tested it. And it's old footage because it's in the 50s, I think. Early 60s, late 50s, something like that. And it's, but still, it's a big-ass mushroom cloud. The problem is it's so big and the photo and everything was so far away from it, it was hard to tell how big it was because there's no reference. It's just a mushroom cloud that's going from the bottom of the frame to the top of the frame, and you can't tell the distance. But, you know, it's really big. They designed 100 megaton but never made it. Yeah, I know. Whatever we did the November, look up the November sub brief if you're on the Patreon sometime, and we talk about what's called the T-15. The T-15 is the original Poseidon weapon, and that was designed in the 50s. And it was after Stalin died, the admiral of the Soviet Navy said, I don't need this weapon in my inventory, and they never built it. But they did design it. And it is essentially, it's a megaton nuclear torpedo. We dedicate a whole slide to it and talk about it for a few minutes in the November SSN sub brief. Because it was a modified November that was going to build it. And it's right in the beginning of the brief, too. So you don't have to go hunting for it. If you just watch the brief, you'll find it.
Con sonar regained contact.
Yeah, let's go ahead and enable the active here because that alpha's gone over the horizon. We kind of lost him. Are we above the layer? No, we're below. Okay, we're fine. The biggest problem is just the sheer size of it. It's too big. Yeah. Hey, Tyrepo. Oh, crap. I meant to do that. I'm going to do it now. Tyrepo, thanks for using your Prime. I can't believe it's taken me 5 years to figure this out, but I'm gifting all my mods subscriptions.
On. Sierra 2, bearing 1.
Why the hell I didn't do this 5 years ago, I cannot tell you, and I'm a little embarrassed. All right. Gift a sub. Son of a bitch. Why is it not letting me do it? The gift sub is blacked out now. Son of a... I can block Tyrepo and I can report Tyrepo, but I can't gift him a damn sub. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, so moderators, stop subscribing so that I can gift your subs so you don't have to use your own Prime. So you can use your Prime sub on anybody you want to. You guys have probably been telling me that for years too. Oh my God. Anyway, so that's one of the changes I'm making. If you're a moderator, you're getting free subs to my channel, of course. Like every other Twitch channel in the world. It's just something I never even considered, and I should have considered it a long time ago. I know. Is it like... I was going to say, yeah, because you used your Prime sub, you can't gift one? That doesn't make any sense, because let's say I want to gift for October or November, you know?
Sonar, Sierra 2
The
is
FBI block gifting subs. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We're still doing 5 knots. Let's shoot a second weapon at this Victor.
Shoot 2-3. Aye, sir.
And just see what happens. This Alpha's just running away. This torpedo's probably never going to catch it. Yeah. So yeah, that's P pistol, Deadlock Gunner. It's funny because Deadlock Gunner, when he first came on the channel, he was like gifting subs left and right, 10, 20. I think he might have done 50 one day, you know, at once. We were like, holy cow, who's Mr. Money Pants in the chat all of a sudden? Next thing you know, I put him to work. I gave him a job. I was like, guess who's the next moderator? You are. Let's see. You love the battle plan. Let's shoot the second weapon. Let's maybe see what happens. Yeah, that's the action brief right there. That's the pre-brief. Let's see. Isa. Am I saying your name right? Isa. Thanks for the 5-month resub. Dr. Derper. I remember your name. He says, I haven't made a stream in a long time. You missed the slow torpedo play. Yeah. The problem with this situation is these guys are really far away from us. Like, we don't even see the Alpha anymore. He's so far away. That's the Victor 3. I've already got a torpedo on him. That Alpha just ran away. Crazy that we don't see him. Oh, he's right there. Let's tweak that a little bit. He's running towards that iceberg, which is pretty smart. And let's do that, I guess. And let's enable him. There we go. And then we're going to take a look at this torpedo. This is the one going after the Victor 3, I think. Yes. So Victor 3 should be somewhere in front of us here.
Sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 1.
Yeah,
3,
who knows?
2, contact faded.
We'll just watch this one. That's the guy we're trying to catch. It may never happen. Is that tube 1? That is tube 1. Because he can do like 40 knots, damn it. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. You actually started working as a civilian today. Yeah, I did that for a while. I was a contractor in the same building that I was when I retired. So I went from going on terminal leave to having my retirement ceremony. Oh, I was already working in the office on terminal leave as a civilian when my retirement ceremony happened. So I had to go and put my uniform on to go retire officially. Or ceremoniously. Yeah, not officially. Ceremoniously retire.
Sonar, noisemaker bearing.
Freaking
1, 2, 4.
Oh, we ran out of gas. I'm not surprised. I wonder if he'll come back. He might. He might come back. Anyway, yeah, congrats on making that transition. I hope your transition goes better than mine did. I did not transition well to civilian life. Yeah, I wish I had done a better job of that. I'm talking about mentally.
2, 5, contact faded.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's different. You do you. But for me, I had to go into therapy. Because I had to unwire my brain from the way the Navy had wired it. And I didn't realize that. Because, yeah, it's hard. You can't self-diagnose. Don't try to self-diagnose like I did. I was like, this is just the way I think. This is fine. No, it's not fine. It's not the way you think. It's the way the Navy made you think for 20 fucking years. And so you got to undo that. I just recently undid that, like this summer. Yeah. Let's see. The AI is a game that loves to turn alphas into incoming torpedoes. Yeah, they do. Yeah. Self-diagnose as a butthole. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it took some doing to undo. And I can't recommend that anyone else do it because everyone's different. But for me,
Con, torpedo room, 2-1 ready.
I've been out of the Navy now for a long time. Anywho. Yeah, we're not going to get this Victor 3, are we? I don't even see... He's not even anywhere near the weapon. Yep. So we just scared him off with weapons. That's a thing. Kind of a letdown. All right. Let's do that. Let's take a look at our progress. We've been working on this for a couple weeks now. Look at our tonnage. 328,000 tons. Sank 59 ships and submarines, including one capital ship. I think that was the Kiev. I think we stumbled across the Kiev early in one of our streams. Yeah. Haven't seen a capital ship since. Yep. All right. We're going to take a quick break and come back and do some World Warships. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy the White Bat music audio while you're gone. Be right back.